Hello everyone. So in this video again we have come up with a series of questions pertaining to the ones we see in the placement papers of different private companies for their recruitment drives. So recruitment drives, be it your on-campus recruitment drives or off-campus recruitment drives, in the aptitude section of the recruitment process we have seen all these kinds of questions that have come in the previous years of these papers. Many technological giants like Google, Amazon, Microsoft as such, apart from this many service-based companies or the IT companies in general, and also the core sector companies like core sector companies for mechanical, civil and electronics, they all conduct the aptitude section, and these are the questions which we have handpicked from the previous year papers of this company so that we can get a clear idea on what kind of questions to expect during this papers and how to tackle each and every one of these questions in general. So let's take a look at the first question in this video. So on planet Koba, a solar blast has melted the ice caps on its equator. Okay, 9 years after the melt, tiny planetoids called Echina starts growing on the rocks. Echina grows in the form of a circle. Okay, so let me highlight a few important keywords here. Circle. And the relationship between the diameter of the circle and age of Echina is given by formula d equal to 4b t minus 2 for t equal to 9. Okay, where d represents the diameter in millimeter and the t is the number of years and t the number of years since the solar blast began. Okay, Jagan recording the radius of some of the echina at a particular spot as 7 mm. Okay, the radius is given. How many years back did the solar blast occur? Okay, so here first thing that we will notice is the question has a lot of wordings. The question seems very lengthy. So the essential feature, essentiality as far as solving this particular question is basically extraction of information. So the most important information that we have is the relationship between the diameter of the Echinian circle and age of Echina. So let's take a note that down. So here d given is 4, t minus 9. Okay, so do we have anything representation of v in general? No, we don't have. Okay, so I don't think there will be any v because since no mention of v is given, so yeah, we won't have v over here. So there might have been a typo error. So the formula would simply be 4 into t minus 9. Okay. Now it is given that radius equal to 7 mm. Okay, so therefore diameter will be 14 mm. So it can be written as 14 equal to 40 minus 36. Okay, I hope this is clear. So here 40 can be written as minus 36 minus 40. 40 can be okay, minus 40 can be written as minus 50. Can be cancelled. So t will be 50 by 4, which in turn can be written as 5 1 4 1 5 and 12.25. So 48, we have 2 in hand, 0.0. 12.5 years, which is our final answer. I hope this is clear how we came about with the solution of the same. So with that said, let's move on to the next question. Yeah, so the next question is based on directions and distance. So let's take a look. A man goes 50 km north, he turned left and walked 40 km. he turned right and walked another 30 kilometers. So in which direction is he facing and how far is he from his original position? So let's take a look at this. So the man goes north. So from initial position he goes north. He goes 50 kilometers. This is 50 kilometers. He turns left. Okay. He turns left and walks 40 kilometers. 40 kilometers and then he turns right again. Walks 30 kilometers. Okay. Walks 30 kilometers. So I hope this is clear. So this is, so which direction is he facing? He is again facing north. Say this is his original position. Okay, so this is his original position, then he must be facing north. This is north, he is facing north direction. So now if we talk about how far is he from his original position, so all we will be focusing on is his initial original position and his final position. So this position and this position, say this is original, this is final. So all I am concerned with is his movement in a particular direction. So his movement from north. See, this particular distance I can actually cancel out because this finally negates his effect, because at the end of the day he again turns north or turns right and goes north. So originally he is 80 kilometers, this 30 and this 50, away from his original position. Kilometers away from his original position. Okay, 80 kilometers away. And now if I was asked to find the shortest distance of possible, then what I could have done is basically I could have drawn a straight line from the original position to the new position, final position, original position. If I was somehow given this particular ratios or any kind of any relation with that respect, so we could have found the shortest distance as well. All we needed to do was consider this triangle and find out the hypotenuse of both of them, so that we could get the desired distance as well. But since no such information has been provided, then we can safely assume that what unidirectional distance will be the distance between the initial and final position. So hopefully this is clear. So with that said, let's move to question number 3. Okay, so as the third question, in T Nagar, buildings were numbered from 1 to 100. So how many 6 will be present in the numbers? Okay, so if we are supposed to find the number of 6 between 1 to 100, so this question is a very special kind, because whether they are being asking for number of 6, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 6, 7, 8, 9s, 1s, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 0, the approach or the methodology of doing this kind of sum will remain the same. So let's see how many times we encounter 6 when we go from, or we need to count the number of 6 that comes when we count from 1 to 100. So on which numbers actually we say 6? We say 6 on 6, 16, 26, 36, 46, 56. I'm not writing 66 because I'm going to count that later on. Again 76, 86, 96. So here these are the numbers not within 60s when we see 6 one time. Now if we consider the 60s, we have 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Okay, so this many numbers we have. Now let's count the number of 6s in all these numbers. 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So therefore 6 will come 20 times. Similar way we could have counted for 70, for 7, only difference we would have taken 7, 17, 27, and for we would have taken the 70s column. So that would, the result would in turn remain the same only. So hopefully these things are clear. So with that said, we have come to the end of the video. Hopefully we have discussed fairly simple sums in this video as well. A little bit of concepts are required. Hopefully everything is clear to you. So kindly go through the video and try to go through the questions in case you have any difficulty as many times as you like. And also try and solve this question on your own with the video as a reference. So with that said, we have come to the end of the video and I'm signing out. Thank you so much.